All right, everybody, what is up? Today I'm going to be going over a treasure constructed video for the current event that is happening for the next 48 hours or so in Magic the Gathering Arena. My recording situation is somewhat suboptimal at the moment. I broke my tripod and like all kinds of dumb stuff happened as I was trying to reset up my streaming slash video recording setup. So just bear with me for this video, and I promise in future videos it will be better. Let's just get straight into this. One thing I do want to cover really quick before we start playing and everything is I'm not necessarily new to Magic. I played like a long time ago. If you watched my last Magic video, I mentioned that. One thing I will say is I'm still, for the most part, like learning current Magic. So sometimes you're going to see me make mistakes. Other people, I firmly believe that my deck that I'm using right now in somebody else's hands would probably be friggin' phenomenal, probably way better than even I can navigate it. So what I'm hoping is that some people are going to watch this and just take from it the good that I can give you and probably make way better versions of it. So what I'm running, okay, most of you know or else you wouldn't be on this video, but for those of you that don't know, in the current event that's running, each turn you get a treasure token, and said treasure token will give you 1 mana of any color. And for whatever reason, I'm black screening on here, so let's just reload this. But anyway, so each turn you get 1 treasure token, which you can then use for 1 of any color mana. And essentially what that's doing is it's doubling, as long as you're hitting your lands every turn, that is doubling your mana production, so to speak. So that does 2 things. A, it makes it so we can play faster, obviously. So like when I was first trying it out, I was trying running like red deck wins. I was trying running like just super fast aggro decks, which would always get me like pretty far. But I would always like hit a point where like I'd get to like 4 wins, and then I was when I was at the 5th win, it would just stop. So I was like, okay, what else can I do? So I got frustrated, and I tried running what I was running in ranked, which I've been doing decently in. I was at Plat 2, and then I tried a few different new decks, and you know, we all know how that goes. But anyway, so I ran just my Esper control deck, which everybody hates. But one thing I will say is that it gave me an idea. I got to 4 wins again, and I was like, crap, I'm going to lose again. And then I was like, okay, this deck here uses Mastermind's Acquisition. That's like the main thing that we're running here. Okay, and that's to pull from my sideboard in best of 1 games and completely like catch people off guard. Nobody's usually expecting it. So what I thought was, what if I filled my sideboard with stuff that I normally wouldn't be able to use because I still have to have the right mana, but in this event you don't. In this event you can use whatever you want. So like that means I could be running a Carnage Tyrant in an Esper deck. I could be doing anything that I would need against any type of opponent. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't know the best answer for every single deck, whereas some of you guys might know a better answer than what I do. So what I did is I just put whatever I could think of as good answers, and it worked really well for me. I got my 5 wins, I got the card. So there's 2 days left. Those of you that like this, take this, deconstruct it, and make it better, and I promise you it'll get those 5 wins, because I pulled out wins against decks that were way better than me, and like super good decks, just because I was able to pull out exactly what I needed at the right time. What I did was I took Day 9. Day 9 has a video called Heinous, where he has this Mastermind's Acquisitions deck. Somebody else might have done it also, but that's who I saw it from. And I changed it around a little bit. I removed a bunch of lands, because I don't need as many, and I was getting mana flooded a little bit the first time that I ran the basic deck. So I took out a bunch of the lands. I could probably take out more, honestly, but I'm just going to like leave it for now. I gave myself a tiny little bit more card draw than he had. I have 4 ops in there. And I also gave myself an extra missions briefing, because it's very important that I have my Masterminds. I have all my normal stuff in there, so I have Dovin's Acuity, I have Vraska's Contempt, I have basically everything to keep my control going, but I added a little bit more focus on the Mastermind's acquisition, because that's what was winning me the game. So let's jump into this really quick. Assuming I don't keep getting black screen. That was really weird. It is free, so you can just keep trying it out and testing new stuff. I don't know that I'll do like 5 full games, but let's just at least do a couple games here and see how we do. Again, you're going to see me make mistakes, I promise you. But just tell me what I could be doing better in the comments. Let me know how I could change up the deck. You know, I am practicing getting better, focusing on who I should be killing and so on and so forth. So just bear with me here. But it's good enough that I was able to pretty easily win my 5 matches against pretty good decks. I wasn't getting like lucky crappy decks. One thing I'm doing a little bit differently, because I want that Mastermind's acquisition, is I do hold on to a few of my treasures. I don't use them up right away. Obviously, you want to save some of your instants to be able to use with your Dovins. But basically, if I don't like need to use my treasures, I don't. Unless I'm just getting overwhelmed and I just need to like pull something out. This does have a lot of life gain, so you can play it kind of like a little bit slower, as long as you're making sure you're getting out what you like. I don't need to like kill him right away. So it'll probably be like what, like a Stompy, Elves. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. I could use my Opt and back my Dovins, but like I said, I am saving a little bit of my treasures. I do have this Mastermind, so next turn I'll be able to use it. I do kind of want to see what they have before I do that. Might be a Gates deck. It's probably a Gates deck to some extent. I did play one yesterday that I thought was a Gates deck, and it ended up being like a mill deck. It was really weird. People have been trying out a lot of new stuff. That's what's kind of cool about this. So realistically, I could acquisition. I could grab an unmoored ego and get rid of every ram. If I wanted to. I think what I'm going to do might be a better play, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to grab this Mastermind's acquisition back a couple times. Let's do this. I'm going to grab with intent of using it next turn. Next turn I should be able to use this and probably a Kaya's, which will be good because you'll probably have to put out more stuff. I'm going to save this instead of using it on Opt. I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. I'll be able to start getting that back once I start bouncing this Dovin's Acuity. I'm going to be gaining a lot of life anyway, so I'm not like super concerned about losing some life here. I'm hoping he puts out some more creatures. Yeah, see, that works out. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm gonna take a little bit of damage here, but it's okay. Get a lot more value out of this Kaya's Wrath here. Really hoping I get a land. There we go. Perfect. So I'm gonna looks like I'm not gonna have enough for an ego, so I'm gonna have to wait one more turn on that, which sucks, but I still think this is what I meant to do here. So we got some good value for that. I'm gonna actually prep for next turn. I'm going to use these against my better judgment. Gaining some life, or going to be gaining some life if we don't take care of that. Fortunately, that stops me from using my unmoored. At least it does right this second. So I have a couple of options. I can throw out Dovins and then Mortify, or I can Mortify and then use my unmoored instead of waiting an extra turn, which might be the better move. So I think that's, even though I won't get as much out of my Dovins, that's fine. I'll be able to bounce that back because of these ops and stuff. So I'm gonna just Mortify. Then while it's not on the field, I'm going to get rid of those. It's also going to let me see probably the rest of their deck. Let's see here. Chromium Carnage. Oh, he's got a bunch of crazy shit in here, huh? I want to make sure I at least get rid of these. Oh, does he not have any more? That I screw up? This is such random shit. Okay, what does he have though? So he's got Hostage. This bitch. He's just got a bunch of just random shit. Okay. I didn't see a ton of flyers in here, so I could get a flyer. Okay. So I'm at least gonna get rid of this one. I killed 2 of his flyers, so that's good. Should have looked to see if he had a Banefire. Oh well. I was kind of thrown off by how much random shit there was in there. So I'm gonna do this while I can. I'm gonna grab since he has those fucking Chupacabra shit, I'm gonna grab myself a Tyrant so I can get mowing him down, and then next I'll probably, if this lasts later, then I'll probably grab a Banefire after I put a couple hits with the Tyrant. Tyrant's gonna take me 2 turns to play because I'm gonna need 2, that's fine, he drew land. I'm gonna need 2 treasure tokens to be able to play it, but it's okay. For now, I'll just start gaining some life, drawing some cards, and we will be in good shape here. So let's throw this bad boy down. And I'm going to save that. So instead of playing my next Dovin, well, yeah, I don't really want to be giving up a bunch of life right now. So instead of doing that, I'm going to Craving, get my Dovin back. I want to give him as little board presence as possible, especially while he has nothing in his hand. I'm going to try and get going as fast as possible here before he draws something good. I don't want to see a Colossus. Ooze should be fine. I can Wrath and Ooze. get that 1 damage. Now, so I have a couple options. I can either try and draw and grab a Wrath, which I will probably grab one pretty quick because I've got ops and shit. So I'll probably grab one quick. I could throw out a Tyrant. It'll be able to at least for a turn, it'll stop them from attacking me. But then I can't Wrath. So yeah, this is what I want to do. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so Dovin or... Alright, that works. So we are going to take some damage this turn, but that's fine. I don't want to use up both of these. We'll get back to Dovin right quick. Looks good. I have to throw something away. I'll throw away this Watery Grave. So we're going to take, what, 4, 8, 12. I mean, we're going to take a wallop here. But after this, we should pretty much be in control. Who knows? Let's see. See what he throws out here. Yeah, I got it. Nothing? Oh, yeah, he's using something. So I'm going to Nova. I think what I want to do here, since I can't play my Tyrant anyways, I am saving these treasures, so I can use one of the treasures and bring my Tyrant in next turn. So I think I'll throw down a Dovin's for now. Just save one of those instead of using my Mastermind. But I think in a couple turns here, I'm going to grab this Mastermind and I'm going to grab one of those Banefires that I've got. Because it's getting late into the game, so I've got tons of stuff here, and I'll be able to make it so that my Banefire can't be countered at least. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. Solid. So I'm going to throw out this Tyrant, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to throw out this Tyrant. I'm going to pay 2 green. Our friend over here is going to wonder what the fuck is going on. That is wonderful. We are going to draw a card here. Next turn, he's going to put something out, probably to have more chump block. I'm going to Carnarium. That's fine. We've got a Contempt. We've got 2 Contempts. Yeah, so we're looking pretty solid here. I'm going to Contempt. Do I want to take those back yet? I don't want to have to, like, discard a bunch of stuff. I will decline, and I will take 1. Perfect. He's probably just going to take it to the face. Cool. I'm just going to get rid of him. Fuck it. I want him to feel hopeless. We've got a lot of answers here, so we're looking pretty solid. I can't think of a lot he'll be able to do to turn this around for himself. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start planning for the future here. Gonna grab what I mentioned earlier. Then I think I'm gonna throw down a sun. No, you know what? I'm gonna attack first because I don't know what he's got in his hand. And if he's got something to buff up this guy to kill me, well, he's got plenty of mana to be able to do so. I'm just gonna contempt him. So let's see. See what he's got. Anything? Perfect. So in that case, actually, you know what? I'll save these. I'll just play an Acuity for now. No, I won't. I'll throw this out. I'll use a black. Use a green. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Next turn we'll have 9. That'll be enough to kill him. Even if somehow he were to get rid of Tyrant, like, I don't know. What's he gonna take? My Immortal Sun? He can actually play it too. All in all, I don't think it's going to matter. I think I'm just going to go for the Banefire and see what happens. How many do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why isn't there just an easy, like, max button? And that's that. Were there other ways? Possibly. Did I make some mistakes? Probably. But for the most part, we dominated what was not like a horrible deck. They had a lot of times where it looked like they were starting to gain the upper hand. They probably thought they were gaining the upper hand. I don't want to make a 2-hour-long video. These matches take a little bit longer just because of the nature of the deck. But I really hope you guys liked this. I hope you guys liked the format. I will be hopefully uploading more videos. I'm getting my stream set up. I would like to begin streaming again. Those of you that are new to my channel, I used to stream a lot for a different game. I might start streaming again for that game and getting everything set up, but I had to like completely reset up. I need to reset up my green screen and everything like that. So leave comments below. Let me know what I could be doing better. If you liked it, awesome. And I will see you guys next time.